SaLuSa, March 29, 2013. By now we see that light workers have settled down to their tasks to lead people into the new age. Their understanding of what is needed is helping the awakening process, which continues regardless of the world's situation. It is important that people do not allow the chaos and disruption to draw their energy away from work involving the light and love. The darkness will eventually play itself out and is already losing its power to create more fear. In this respect, in spite of the apparent threat of war, know that it will no longer be allowed. The Galactic Federation of Light is aware of the intentions of all superpowers, and we will prevent any attempts to start a global war. The light has made such a difference that many souls connected with the war machine have experienced a change of consciousness. You can expect to hear doubts expressed about the reason for military activities and the unnecessary attacks upon innocent civilians. A day is coming when war and everything that supports it will cease to have any place in your lives. We ask those of you of light to continue focusing upon all that is positive, as you have the most potent and powerful weapon in the love that you express. All of you are lifting the vibrations that are your assurance of bringing the new age into being, and nothing can stop it manifesting. In fact, it is already having an impact beyond what is immediately apparent, and there is no way that the way of life can return to the old paradigm. Love is permeating all institutions and companies in the government and private sectors, and what has been accepted in the past is now being questioned as to whether it operates in the best interests of everyone. People who try to perpetuate the old ways will find them impossible to maintain, as is happening in the financial world. The extent of corruption goes far beyond what has been revealed, and the truth will eventually come out and shock many who place their trust in them. A new system will be introduced that will operate openly and seen to be transparent. Our allies continue to be much bolder in their activities, and have gained strength by finding much more support for the changes they are working to introduce. In actuality, you are living with a foot in each world, and the sooner you withdraw any attachment to the old 3D, the quicker you will advance into the higher dimensions. Old karma will come back for clearance, and it could be as simple as changing your attitudes, and that includes how you think about them. The criterion for change is to stop being judgmental, and ensure that your own actions and words do not carry any threat or harm to another's life. The invitation to turn the other cheek is worth remembering, as we know that as emotional and feeling beings you find it hard not to respond to provocation. Anger and such reactions are considered part of the human makeup, but if unchecked can harm your physical body and bring on illness. We do not for one moment tell you that you should not stand up for yourself, but there can come a moment when it is better to walk away from trouble. In fact, the more light you carry, you will find that your life becomes less stressful. Your higher vibrations will bring calmness around you, and you will be less likely to encounter physical or vocal attacks. Nothing can harm you unless you have attracted it to yourself. That really brings us to karmic experiences that can occur at any time it is appropriate and when the best conditions present themselves. Bear in mind that when it takes place amongst friends and families, they all get involved to some degree, and each in turn can learn something from it. We will not tire in emphasizing that karma is never punishment, but is a means of presenting a lesson in life that will help your spiritual advancement. You do not necessarily have to experience everything yourself to gain some value from it. Set yourself up as a good example of light in action, and others will see how beneficial it can be. For those of you celebrating Easter, it is the remembrance of a great teacher who came upon the earth to show you what could be achieved when you have reached the level of being able to express yourself by unconditional love. Love is all there is, and when you are aware of your many lifetime journeys in duality, you will understand that it is the only path to follow if you desire to evolve. You have taken many steps backwards only to have found your way forward again, but in so doing you have learned how to apply yourself to any situation without losing your way. Presently your path is being made easier by the uplifting energies that continue to reach Earth, and so they shall until you experience ascension into the higher vibrations. As you take your place in the fifth dimension, you will truly have become so enlightened that you will be a being of light. Even then it is not the end of your upliftment, as that will be ever ongoing until you reach the source. That is however a long way off, having regard to the fact that you will have only just fully returned to the light. Your immediate task is to keep focused on the light and fulfill your intent to leave duality behind. Working towards the light can sometimes seem a burden that requires a change of lifestyle, and even the need to become more selective where friends are concerned. We know it is hard to keep knowledge to yourself unless invited to share it, but know that sometimes situations are set up so that someone else benefits from what you know. Once you find the truth, you feel like shouting it from the rooftops, but one has to resist such actions as they can put people against you who are not ready for it. There is no rush to bring the truth to people, as life is infinite and all happens in good time, indeed at the right time. However, do not let it deter you from seeking to share your understanding with those who you perceive are ready. There may be times when you get an angry reaction, but let it pass you by and wish such people love and enlightenment. All souls will eventually find their true path, and the experiences they are having now can only help them in the future. I am SaLuSa from Sirius and see so much on the horizon that will lift you up. It is coming about quite quickly and will take many by surprise. It just needs one major change to be announced and the rest will follow in quick succession. We admire the good sense of duty and application to your chosen path working for the light. We are one, and you are certainly one of us. As you send your love to us, it is returned tenfold, and we thank you for doing so. Thank you, SaLuSa. Mike Quincy. treeofthegoldenlight.com